If you're juggling 8, 12, 20, or even 0 investments right now, I'm gonna make your life way more simple. If I was starting from scratch in 2026, I would just use 3 funds to build long-term wealth and ignore everything else. Not because they're exciting, but because they actually work. So let me show you exactly what they are and who this approach is not for. This isn't about beating the market every single year. It's about winning over many decades. Now, if you like trading and chasing the hot stocks, the themes, checking your portfolio every single day, this probably isn't for you. But if you want something that you can stick with, this is the exact structure that I use. In fact, is what led me to these results so far, along with the ability to set up my family for financial independence. Now, if that sounds sexy to you, stay tuned. We have 3 key factors to my nice portfolio: foundation, growth engine, and income and stability. Let's talk about fund number 1, the foundation. So this is total market exposure. My first fund would be the foundation, the entire United States stock market. This is thousands of companies. They have big, small, growth, and value. And it's one fund with instant diversification. This is the own the engine of capitalism fund. Now, could you use something like VOO or SPY instead, which tracks the S&P 500? Absolutely. They are great funds. But for me, for my foundation, I prefer total market exposure. Now, keep in mind, this is for my major portfolio, my main portfolio. If you follow me from my $5 a day investment challenge, absolutely, I've been invested in VOO, which is the S&P 500. But for my big one, it's all about that immediate diversification. And the best part about it is you're betting on the entire United States stock market. So if this fund doesn't do well, we got bigger problems, you and I. Why? Because that means the entire stock market is having a problem, which means most funds and most companies, even if you would buy them individually, are likely having a bad time as well. This fund alone is usually enough for most people. But let's talk about fund number 2, which is what I'm going to call the growth engine. This is where I intentionally tilt toward growth. To explain this simply, it's tech plus innovation. It does have higher volatility, but it has higher upside potential in the future. I'm not betting everything on tech. I'm tilting toward it. This is the Nasdaq-100, the top 100 companies listed on the Nasdaq that are non-financial. Absolutely, right now, it is heavy tech-driven. But just like the total stock market, the Nasdaq-100 will continue to self-cleanse itself, which means that this index fund will remove companies and add companies as long as they fit the goals and the prospectus of the Nasdaq-100 index. What's nice about that is I get this accelerated growth without having to guess if Tesla or Google or something else will be the next hot stock. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to get the Nasdaq-100. This growth fund alone has helped really jet fuel my portfolio over the last couple of years. Now, there is volatility in it. You'll notice that in 2022, have a look at what happens. It goes down pretty hard because that was a tough year for tech. Because interest rates were rising, there was a lot of fear about if these companies could continue to innovate. So naturally, it had a bit of an issue, but I like to call this my roller coaster fund. The one that you're strapped in for, your lap bar's down, and you're going on the wild rides. Man, the highs are going to be amazing. The lows are going to be a little bit like, butterflies in the stomach, but at the end of the day, it's going to be so much fun because at the end, in the station, the goal is accelerated growth. Now, if you're not a big fan of all the tech and you want to maybe diversify a little bit, but maybe have some large cap growth, well, a fund like SCHG gives you growth without being all in on tech specifically, or all in on the NASDAQ. And you might be asking, well, what's the difference between QQQM and what about QQQ? Well, I'd go to QQQM because I'm not a trader. I'm a set and forget kind of investor, long term, right? So that one's a little bit easier for me, and it's slightly less as far as an expense ratio is concerned. So that's why I do have a video comparing the two that you can check out after this video. But let's talk about the next fund, which is income and stability. And that fund is SCHD. And this is where most people make a mistake. They actually start here. they started because they see reliable income, lower volatility, psychological stability, and dividends are great at the right time. But this is a great stable fund that focuses on consumer defensive. So for example, going back to the chart, if you look at these three funds, VTI, SCHD, and QQQM, notice what happens in 2022. You can see that the total stock market, as well as QQQM, which is tech-driven, drops as a result of what I mentioned earlier. But HD is kind of that stable fund. It eliminates and kind of smooths the ride a little bit because it's invested in consumer defensive and these other sectors that help during that period of time. So anytime you have a rocky market, SCHD smooths the ride and provides dividend. Another alternative to SCHD could be something like DGRO. It's all up to you, but the point here is income and stability. But there's a big warning about SCHD, DGRO, and all these other ones. I personally love putting these type of funds in a tax-advantaged account. Why? Because I don't want to pay taxes on every single dividend payout. Because even if you reinvest those dividends in a taxable account, it becomes a taxable event. Dividends are a great tool, but they're not a shortcut. So please make sure you keep that in mind. We're not done yet. Here's what I'd skip. Here's some common distractions. First is big dividend chasing. Dividend yield chasing often sacrifices growth. It's important to make sure that you focus on the important pieces of this three-fund portfolio. You have the balance of the total market, you have the balance of the growth engine, and then the income and stability. But the income and stability isn't the big dog. The other two really are. And you might be asking, well, okay, that's cool. I enjoy the three funds, but what about these other ones like SPMO, which is a momentum ETF? Well, these type of funds, they're great. They work until they don't. They require timing, and most people don't have the right timing. Everything's looking great right now, but if anything ever turns, you might actually find yourself falling down the stairs a lot quicker than having a little bit of a stability. The next common concern that people have is, well, wait a minute. All three of these are kind of United States heavy. What about an international fund? International funds, they're not bad at all. But nowadays, with globalization, the US companies are already earning globally. So you can add international later if you want to, but you don't actually need it for success. So as your income grows, you keep investing more, you add more fuel, and your portfolio changes over time, you can always rebalance. But it's no constant tinkering, no panic moves, nothing like that. It's really a plan and a set and forget. So this is for people who want less stress, more consistency, fewer decisions, and if you want excitement, the market will gladly take your money anytime. Oh, and remember the percentage gain I shared with you at the beginning of the video? That was the exact setup I've been investing in this three-fund portfolio since before 2020. Now it's just onward and upward from here. So if this helped, hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that this kind of content, it matters. And subscribe if you want more long-term money clarity, not noise. In the next video, I'll show you how I'd actually allocate the money between these three funds based on your age and based on your income. So stay tuned for that next video. You don't need more ideas. You need fewer and the discipline to stick with them. I'm rooting for you. Keep building your Sharpe money. Check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.